Welcome to this new video that will give you a heads up on the 18 drivers for high-performance teamwork and how you can use them to build sustainable teams. These 18 drivers are all interdependent, and I like to represent them as a tree. Some of these key drivers stand at the top of this tree and give it a sense of purpose, a direction, and lift it upwards. Another set of factors stand at the base of the tree, like its roots and the good soil that the tree needs to grow. Finally, in the center of the tree, you will find factors that are linked to team dynamics. These factors will give life to the team, a bit like the energy that flows across the tree and connects the bottom with the top and allows a dynamic management of the whole. At the very top of the tree, a bit like the star at the top of a Christmas tree, we find the team's vision, mission, and purpose. This is what holds the team together and gives it a sense of meaning and purpose around a shared vision. Just underneath the team's purpose, we find three factors related to impact and value creation. Customer orientation is at the center because a team is always at the service of someone or something that is beyond the team, whether it is a customer, a user of a public service, or a community. Right next to this is innovation and value creation, because teams will always seek to provide better products and services that have a positive impact overall and co-create value for all the players involved in the team's ecosystem. The next step will be to translate this into individual and collective goals. To make sure these objectives are inspiring, it is important to directly link them to the team's vision and purpose. These goals should help team members envision how they can co-create value and have a positive impact for the users and the communities that they serve. If we now look at the foundation of the tree, we find at the bottom, much like the trunk or the roots, the notion of supportive leadership. In his model of servant leadership, Robert Greenleaf invites us to challenge our view of leadership. According to him, we should not place leadership above the teams, with leaders sitting on top of the pyramid, but we should rather see this as an inverted pyramid, where the role of leadership is to reinforce and to support the team. Back to our analogy, we could say that leaders are somehow like gardeners, whose mission is to ensure that the team can grow on a healthy and fertile soil to develop and express its full potential. The number one priority of supportive leadership is to put in place robust foundations and the right conditions for effective teamwork to emerge. On the left side of the tree, you will find elements such as workplace design, access to key resources and know-how that the team needs to deliver on its mission. In the center, you find positive reinforcement through recognition and reward, and the notion of psychological safety and trust that are essential ingredients to any form of teamwork. On the right, you will find more operational dimensions, such as having clear roles and responsibilities and processes, especially for decision making. You find also effective communication tools and platforms. And finally, it is important to align the team around a clear roadmap where you break down your high-level strategy into priorities for efficient team operations. Once the right foundations are in place, a true culture of being a learning organization will emerge, which will in turn enable a high level of dependability and teamwork between team members. Effective teams also use feedback proactively to resolve conflicts, address individual needs, to manage the energy and life balance of each team member, which is essential to maintain engagement and motivation in the long run. Finally, teams also need to keep an open mindset to engage with external stakeholders, manage risk, and embrace change induced by some of the key transformations happening in their environment. So that was the first overview of the 18 drivers for high-performance teamwork.